This is a man with blood on his arms, running into a nearby business for help. He had just been on a CapMetro bus where Deepak Kandal stabbed Akshay Gupta in the neck. Kandal told police he did it because Gupta resembled his uncle.
I would say since COVID, I don't know what's in the water, but it's pretty bad out there. You got a lot of mentally ill people or people that are a little off. They're riding our buses, and our operators who should be focusing on safety of operating a bus got to be counselors, got to be therapists.
This murder happened last week, but bus operators say things happen all the time.
I had a gentleman, unhoused gentleman, come up and try assaulting me, try choking me.
None of us should never have to come to work and fight in fight or flight mode or survival mode and stressed out wondering if we'll even make it home at the end of our shifts.
We've had operators quit saying, I'm not getting paid enough to deal with this kind of temperament.
Bus operators say they can't necessarily protect themselves.
We're not allowed to carry weapons or pepper spray.
They say no one else is there to protect them either.
We have been waiting for years for Metro Police Department. Are they ready for call to duty?
The CapMetro Transit Police Department swore in its first 3 officers, including Chief Robbins, back in August of 2024.
Since that time, we have been really doing quite a bit of getting ourselves prepared to deploy officers, specifically putting together policies, procedures, obviously hiring, recruiting, hiring, and doing those types of things. But there's quite a bit of work that goes on in the background when you establish a police department, specifically for the first time.
Chief Robbins says since they've hired an additional 9 officers and 2 sergeants, with hopes to have a total of 24 officers by fiscal year 2026.
We're in a competitive market when it comes to law enforcement and hiring officers, but we want to make sure that those officers are the officers that are going to be people-centric, focus on what our missions and our goals and our values are, and working in our system to obviously do everything we can to de-escalate situations and to keep our system safe.
I don't see them being fully staffed for another year or 2. At this pace, it's not going to happen no time soon.
Payne says the direct impact.
Now you're forcing everyday bargaining employee people to be their own security, unfortunately.
Payne says even if another law enforcement agency responds and someone is arrested,
you can do something to a bus operator and be out that same day, which is one of the problems I struggle with right now.
and they could be back on the bus.
Back on the bus before you get off your shift.
He's pushing for House Bill 689, which increases the criminal penalty for certain offenses committed in a vehicle operated by a public transportation system. It still needs a vote from the House and Senate.
We just people who are trying to go home to our families.